In this video, you'll learn about hidden and additional costs when buying a home, such as lawyer fees, home inspections, and more. That's starting right now.
Welcome to Home Buyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
Hi everyone, I'm Carl. Welcome to another Home Buyers School video, a channel where you get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips to help you with your home buying journey. Now remember, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies from the experts, hit the subscription button below, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today I've got a special guest. I've got local realtor Brad McCallum from RE/MAX First, and the topic we're going to answer today is what are the hidden costs when buying a home?
When you go and you buy a home, people are often sort of laser focused on what's my monthly payment, my cost of my mortgage, right? And then there's things like your property taxes that are on top of it. Oftentimes when people move from, say, the renting to home ownership, they're also going up in square footage. You move into a larger space, there's added costs for your heating, for your water, for your gas, for all those sorts of things. Those are costs that people don't really kind of understand maybe up front. It's good to kind of go into it with an idea of what those costs will be. But then there's some other things that are a little bit less, they don't show up quite as apparently as on a ledger. And that's things like maintenance, right? As soon as you own your own home, there's everything from maintaining your furnace and changing furnace filters and keeping your lawn presentable. And there's just home maintenance that you need to do, everything from your gutters to checking your door lock sets. All these little tiny things, they take time. It's just part of home ownership that a lot of people don't really account for.
If you're buying a condo, there is a different type of maintenance than you would a duplex, than a single family.
That's right.
And then up to a luxury, right?
A lot of times people have this mistaken idea that a condo or that the condo fees are just a cost that they have to pay each month for the privilege of having these shared uses or these shared spaces. But a big part of those condo fees can oftentimes cover maintenance on your lawn, maintenance on the exterior of the building. In some cases, it covers like your building envelope. These are all things that if you owned a single family home, you'd be responsible for maintaining and paying for anyways. It's just taking that cost, and rather than being, say, $15,000 to do your roof 15 years from now or 10 years from now, it's going to be something that's amortized over those months. And because of that, condos oftentimes make it easier for you to have something that you can expect each month for your costs. Every home, there is costs involved with maintenance, whether they're in fees or they're bore by the end user.
And if you want to know more about the differences between condos and single family homes, check out this video above and in the description below. I would also imagine that location plays a big part of costs. The hidden costs might not be in the home itself, but it could be, let's say, your transportation costs.
A lot of times people, they think of like living right downtown. And so, okay, great. So you're saving a lot on your transportation costs, but then you're often paying a lot higher price per square foot for the unit, for the home itself. And then if you come out to the suburbs, you're generally going to get more square footage. You're going to get a little bit more room around you, and you're going to get a little bit more for your money, but you're going to pay that price then in transportation to your downtown. Those are some of the costs that people don't account for. It just comes down to each buyer. They have to really consider what their own personal needs are, and then they'll be able to make that proper adjustment on what they value.
So as a realtor, have you found differences when someone's buying a new versus a resale home in terms of the additional costs that they would have to pay?
Absolutely. All new homes are going to come with a new home warranty, and that's really going to protect the buyer for that first initial few years from any of the things that might pop up. So some will be for 5 years, some will be as much as 10 years on things like foundation and the building envelope. But when you buy a used home, you're now faced with the fact that you have to own all the past owners' maintenance. And did they do it or did they not? And so as a realtor, one of the things that we need to do is help our clients find a home that is not just meets their needs, but also understand whether or not it's been well maintained, understand if that roof needs to be done in a few years, understand what costs might be coming their way in the next, say, 3 to 5 years, so that way they understand the full picture of what they're actually purchasing. That's also one reason why we recommend home inspections, so we can get a professional in there who sees this stuff every day and get their opinion on what those maintenance costs might be.
That would be an additional cost, is the home inspection, right?
Yes, the home inspection, you're going to be paying anywhere from $450 to $550. But it's like buying insurance on it. It makes so much sense. You know, I own life insurance, but I didn't die last month. Not a waste. So, you know, it's what you want to have that peace of mind when you're making a big purchase.
There is more to buying a home than just your mortgage, right? There's location, if it's the type of home you're buying, new versus used, right? There's all these different costs that people have to understand. That isn't just, hey, I got pre-approved or I got approved, this is how much I'm paying.
Absolutely, and that's why you really want to be working with someone you can trust, so you can have that conversation with them and say, hey, I'm looking at this property or this area or this community. What are the things that I'm not yet considering? What are the hidden costs? If you have that conversation, they'll be able to tailor it to exactly whether or not it's an older home, a new home, whether it's downtown, whether it's in the suburbs, just so you get the best information and so you can make a good buying decision.
So the question of the day I have for you is, did you incur any additional costs when buying your last home? Let us know in the comments section below. So if you want to know more about the costs of owning a home, check out this playlist here, as well as additional home buying videos here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video.